Prepare yourselves!
I love Smash. If you've been following this channel for any amount of time, you should know that. But if you don't, well, I mean, you watched my intro. So yeah. Smash is definitely my favorite game franchise, and I am all for more crossover platform fighters like Smash with other companies. That being said, MultiVersus has always made me laugh, but also intrigued me. This was never something I ever thought about or asked for, but it makes total sense making a platform fighter and taking a bunch of Warner Bros. Properties and having them cross over similar to Smash. That allows you to have a game where you can do Batman and Bugs Bunny versus Shaggy and LeBron James. But I want to talk about this game because I feel I have a lot to say. I wrote that before I wrote the rest of it, so I don't know how long this is going to be. But regardless, sit back, relax, and enjoy my review for MultiVersus. Now, before we get started, I want to make a disclaimer, because usually I review games that, well, are full releases. It may be easy to forget, but this is only a beta for the game, so I'll have to review this game very differently. But without further ado, let's get started. Hi guys, DPX here reviewing today MultiVersus. Now before we get started, you know what to do. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and leave a comment, or I will zap you.
Too easy.
For most outsiders, I'm sure this just looks like a Smash ripoff. And when you are talking about the basic type of game this is, yeah, it is like Smash, but I don't want to call it a ripoff, because this game feels very different, and that's okay. I remember when Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl came out, and I thought it played a lot like Melee. Not saying that's a bad thing, I'm just saying played a lot like Melee. MultiVersus, on the other hand, while inherently being similar to Smash, feels completely different, which is really cool. But what really sets itself apart from Smash and other platform fighters for me, though, is that while you can definitely do 1v1s and free-for-alls, this game was intended to be played in teams, and so many characters are better in teams than they are in 1v1s. That makes it so that you want to play certain characters for 1v1s and free-for-alls, and certain other characters for teams, which is pretty cool. The gameplay is different enough from Smash, though, to the point where it allows you to do things in this game that Smash or even other platform fighters wouldn't really allow you to do. Stuff like a triple down air or chargeable aerials are all in this game, and they are all broken, funny, and cool all at once. When playing MultiVersus, it's not too fast to the point where it turns off many players, like how Nickelodeon did, but it's also not too slow where it turns off many players, like how Brawl did. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I mean, not Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, again. I didn't think you meant that, I just wanted to... whatever. So the gameplay for this game is really solid.
Choose your character.
Do not mistake a desire to avoid.
One of the most important things about a fighting game, and especially about a crossover platform fighter like this, is its roster. And I'd say MultiVersus has a decent roster, if a little uneven. I'd say there is a decent selection of characters, and I'm sure when it comes to in-game functionality, there is a character for everyone. But when I say it's a little uneven, I mean that when it comes to the franchise representation. We get 4 DC characters, which sounds good, because DC's probably, not even probably, definitely Warner Brothers' most recognizable property, and those 4 are Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Harley Quinn. But it's strange how we have Harley Quinn and not the Joker, or even another DC character like Aquaman, Green Lantern, or Flash. But whatever, I honestly do believe it's to even out the genders, but that's not an issue for me personally. We get Finn and Jake from Adventure Time, Steven and Garnet from Steven Universe. All well and good. Then we get to Looney Tunes and Scooby-Doo. With Looney Tunes, we get 2 characters, Bugs Bunny and Daffy? No, Taz. Don't get me wrong, Taz is one of my favorite Looney Tunes characters, and it's great to see him here, but really Taz before Daffy or even someone like Marvin or Yosemite Sam or, I just don't think Taz would have been the first or the, I guess, second option for Looney Tunes. Same deal with Scooby-Doo. We get Shaggy and Velma, but no Scooby? Scooby, the character that show is named after, it doesn't bother me too much. But also, since Warner Bros. Is way more broad than Nickelodeon or even Nintendo when you think about it, they kind of had to pick the most basic of characters possible for this game before any characters that really particularly stand out. Like, aside from maybe Rain Dog, because he's an original character, as well as, like, the Iron Giant and motherfucking LeBron James, I still can't get over that. I really wouldn't say any character in this game really stands out too much. Whenever I get one of these crossover fighting games, I try to find the character that is the most unique and stands out. But my best character in this game is probably Wonder Woman, and although she is a lot of fun and really good, and I do like playing as her, kind of a lame pick in the grand scheme of things, to be honest. And wouldn't have picked her if there were more, interesting options. Lately, though, I have been having a lot of fun with Tom and Jerry, and of course, LeBron James, who, again, I still can't fucking get over that he's in here. And I picked him up just for the outlandishness of his inclusion. But I was only talking about the characters when it comes to the franchises they represent. But how about how they function? Well, the game puts them into many different classes, as I like to call it. You have tanks, which are characters like Superman, Wonder Woman, and the Iron Giant, who have great killing moves. You have bruisers, such as Batman, Shaggy, and LeBron James, who usually like to, rack up damage a lot, but more struggles in their ability to kill, kind of like Sheik from Smash. You have assassins like Harley Quinn, Arya Stark, and Finn, who I've noticed to be more combo-heavy characters. I guess it's a term. And also, they either use a sword or a giant mallet. Another thing I kind of noticed there. You have mages such as Bugs Bunny and Tom and Jerry, who rely more on projectiles. And you have support characters like Steven Universe and Rain Dog, who are meant to be really useful in teams more than in free-for-alls or 1v1s. I think this whole thing is pretty cool as it gives each character a specific trait, which I think is really cool. You want a character that's more all-round but struggles in their ability to kill? I don't know why you'd want that last part, I don't know why I wrote that, but you want a character that's more all-round and basic? Play Batman or play Shaggy. You want a character who is just very powerful? Play Superman. You want a character that can pull off combos very well? Play someone like Finn or Arya. I really like this. Plus, I also can't ignore the elephant in the room. Now, what is the elephant in the room? LeBron James? Well, I mean, that goes without saying that he's just a hilarious addition, but makes too much sense. But also, the elephant in the room, I feel, is the fact that this is a funny crossover in the best way possible. Think about this. We can have Jake the dog kill Superman. Why wouldn't you want to play this game? Multiverses might not have the best roster when it comes to like the franchise representation, but when it comes to in-game functionality, there is something for everyone.
Dibs on the furry monster.
Can't guard me.
This is the Other Stuff segment. A segment where I touch on other stuff worth mentioning, but not much to say on. First off, the music is meh. The main menu music is pretty cool, but nothing too memorable, and I can't even hum a single other song in this game. Original song that I can think of. I know you have the Batman theme in the Batcave, but like that's not an original song. Maybe each song on each stage is way less loud than all the other noises, which would explain why I don't think any songs are memorable. But Warner Bros. Is such a huge company and has ownership to so much. I'm sure we can get some good music and some more music. That's the thing. I didn't write this down, but I just came to the realization it feels like there's no music in this game. I wasn't originally too thrilled about the visual style, like when it was first revealed. Graphically, the game looks great, but I originally didn't like this Fortnite mobile game looking visual style, but it eventually grew on me, and I don't mind it. The game is also mostly online, so the netcode is really solid, and I've had little to no problems at all. In fact, I can't even think of a single time I was disconnected. I do still have some small complaints though. For example, I hate how often I'll unlock a new character and that character's at level 1 because I just got them and I'm playing them for the first time, but the game matches me with someone's maxed out fucking character. That leaves the level 1, me, at an extremely unfair advantage that I really had no control over. I can't control, as far as I know, I looked through the settings, I can't control what level of characters I match into, and if there is, I did not see it, so please let me know. So, instead of doing that, I'd play against bots as a level 1 character, which I think is the way to go if you want to, play a character for the first time and level them up before you go online with them. Some other things that bother me are minor things like how there is no stage select, and even then, while on the subject of stages, I feel like there's not enough stages. Again, this is only a beta, time I remind you about that, so that could very well change, and at the time of recording, today they just showed a Rick and Morty stage. And that looks pretty cool. But other things like how there is no free way, as far as I know, after playing for over a goddamn week, to acquire Gleamium, one of the in-game currencies that helps you unlock characters and skins, and battle passes and stuff like that. And again, I've been playing this game for over a week, and as far as I know, the only way you can get Gleamium is by spending actual money. One more complaint, when you play the game, your character will sometimes glitch all over the fucking place, to the point where it isn't funny anymore and it's instead annoying. Maybe some characters like Superman, have the ability to teleport, but it doesn't look like it's supposed to happen, it looks like a glitch. But those are really my only complaints with Multiverses. This is such a fun game to play. While with some setbacks, Multiverses is so much fun. This is a game that I could see reaching fans even beyond those who play Smash, and it seems like that is what is happening. Sure, it might be a bit of a grind to unlock all the characters. Gleamium might only be obtainable with real money, and it contains a roster with very few standouts. I really do feel there is something in Multiverses for everyone. I also kind of have to be a little more lenient here because, once again, this is only a beta, and maybe I'll update this review when the full version comes out, and for a beta, it has enough content to keep you playing and stopping by, and it's free. That being said, I give Multiverses an 8 out of 10. I really hope it does get supported a lot, and that's what it sounds like, but I really hope, people are there to play it, and it doesn't just drop off, because this is a way better game than Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, which fell off in like a week. But that's just what I think. What do you guys think? Be sure to come subscribe, or I will zap you. Bye!